Hi YouTube. It is Tuesday on Transbydef. I am Emma. I'm getting more formal with my introductions. How are you this evening? Would you like some tea? No. This week's topic is... I'm sorry. I'm gonna make you sick doing that, huh? Sorry. It's... Why... I'm gonna steal the title of Madeline's video. Why is transition hard? Other renditions of the title of the topic are how do you know? How did you get through the initial part, the initial phase of transition? What were some of the difficulties you experienced? Anyway, when I started transition on HRT, which was not that long ago, 8 months ago. I've been on hormones. I went through a month where I was only on spironolactone. Spiro is a drug that works to reduce your testosterone count. And that's a side effect. That's not the drug's main purpose. I'm going to admit that I felt terrible. I did not like Spiro alone. It was a bad experience. I had a headache all the time. I was dragging my feet. I was always tired. I did not like it at all, but I made sure to drink lots of caffeine just 2 hours before I would go to the doctor, and I totally played them. And I said, everything's fine. It's going to be cool. I love it. I love the way that it feels. It did work to decrease my sex drive by itself, and that was awesome. Yeah, I didn't like having a male sex drive. It was terrible. So that by itself was cool. Everything else about the drug sucks. It just does. So I said, or a month in, the doctor goes, okay, we're going to put you on estrogen now. And I was like, yes. So, my first pill, late in the day, maybe 4 or 5 hours later, I felt great. And I don't know if it was the placebo effect, but I just felt awesome. I was a little perky. I just had I felt like I had more energy, and I felt like everything was going to be better now that I've got the two drugs going at the same time. Then just another month went by, and I added finasteride because my family has male pattern baldness. And I do not. If I went bald, I would jump off a cliff or something like that. That would be the end of me. There's no way I'm going bald. Not until I'm 50, 60 years old. And then I'll buy wigs. I'll probably dye them white and blue. Just like all the other blue hair old ladies, I guess. I so I got through the beginning of transition, and it was rocky. It was, but mostly physically. It was not all mental anguish. Coming out was not a problem. I had come out twice before actual transition. My friends all came back, which was astounding. I have the number of friends I have now is just amazing, considering that I can only think of 3 that I ever hung out with on any consistent sort of basis before. I lost weight. I'm tiny. I am. Although I am very toned. I'm very athletic looking. A very athletic looking woman. And there are some... I'm going to be switching over to needles and syringes and estrogen in liquid form soon, because I hear that it has a greater effect. I do have dysphoria still. Not necessarily the face, which is all you get to see, but the rest of my body, because it's so toned and trim. I can't say that I'm overall pleased with my curves yet, and I'm trying to gain 10 pounds. I'm trying to tone down the types of physical activity that would cause a person to look more athletically inclined, but it's how I get around. It's how I work every day. I make a living with my body, but not that way. Mind in the gutter. So I'm pretty happy in the knowledge that over time I have more control. I have control over my body. My body does not feel like a runaway train anymore. It's headed in a direction that I would like it to go into, and that is towards the more feminine. More female. Not just more feminine. Female. And that would include genitalia and breasts. It's just how it is. What else? I do know quite a few people who go through transition, who start transition, thinking that they'll end up on the other side of the binary whenever they've come out. Male to female, female to male, transsexuals that go in thinking they're gonna be all girl. A woman that lived as a man before that's gonna come out all girl at the other end. And a couple years in, they decide, or they come to the realization that, I really, really, really love androgyny. It's more of a fit for my life. I feel like they say things like I feel like I just had a better experience living between the genders than I do in either box. And that is I want to tell you a secret that you probably don't know. Your doctors and your therapists do not view that as a negative. They do not want your goal to be surgeries. Surgeries are expensive, they're risky, and they put everybody in a liability situation. And if you decide that, you know, I'm cool, I'll be on hormones forever, and I'm just never gonna have surgery or anything like that, they'll probably inside be like, yay. It's not the case for me. It is not a failure. It is not. Do not consider yourself a failure if you go into this and you don't come out the other side completely changed. That is not the entire purpose of transition. You do go in one way and come out the other, but in some cases this needs to be done for you to figure out who you are, and that might be one gender, both genders, or neither. That's fine. Everybody's cool. Okay, I am gonna go. I'm probably gonna do something with my hair. I want to dye it. And then I'm gonna put on nail polish. I totally went and got like copper nail polish. Anyway, bye.